Right, hello, hello. It's been a while for some game dev stuff. Let me just double check audio levels are okay. That sounds... Yep, that's fine. Cool. Right, so what did we get up to last time? Let's hop over to this screen. So, last time we were working on tidying up a bit of the code because the original code was a bit messy. So we've now got a bit more managed, like map code and stuff like that, that has functionalities based around drawing stuff on the map rather than this was handling like unit placements and all that kind of stuff before, so that's improved a bit. It's been more than a week since I've looked at this though, so when we get to it, we'll probably need a little bit of time just reviewing what we did. But we're at this point where like we can hop through the drafting menu, we can place units around the map. I need to shuffle play our library. Let that music wake up a little bit there. Okay. So yeah, we can move our units around on the placement screen. That's fine. And then on the map screen, we can select a unit and it will show, well, we've got some code that will allow us to show where it would be able to move to, and we can deselect units and we can move units, but it's not actually, there's no logic in where it can move to, and currently we can move on top of other units as well, which is not good, but it's a decent spot for what we're going to need to do. So we'll get to that in a minute. To start with, we're going to do our dailies though, as usual. So this is hashtag, which is Wordle in 4 ways. You're given all of the letters in each of the 5-letter words, and you just have to swap tile locations to make your words. Green's in the right location, yellow is in the right word. Same rules as Wordle. Normally a good starting point is looking at vowels if there aren't very many of them, which in this case actually there aren't many at all. O, E and U. And we've got 2 Y's as well to work with. So it's likely one of the O or the U needs to be where this S is. And that S is quite a useful location, because it tells me that well, what do we know? We know that there's only one S in this horizontal first word and the vertical second word, or either or, because we're on the crossroad point. But we've already ruled out 2 of the other spots, so that's quite useful information to have. The Y is probably going to be at the end, and the O or the U is probably going to be on this crossroad. Well, it can't be the O actually, so the U is likely here. The ending UY would be a bit weird as well though. And what's this one? N is probably in the middle of the word. It's not at the end. Although it could be like nests. You need to use both S's in there then. We've got 2 N's. The B could probably swap with the first N up here. What else do we know? 3 N's and 3 S's. So normally for this, because you've got limited moves, it's worth working out roughly what words you think you're going to work with. 1 second. Yeah, that's okay. So what else can we do here? We could have a double T. Any double T is unlikely. Could be rents going across. So I like an S at the end here. I think that works well. And I like an N in the middle. Trying to think where this B, the B is more likely to be at the start of the word, I think. So let's swap these two. Yeah, okay, that's good. So it can still be rents here. Put the N in the correct location. It's unlikely to have a K in this word. What else could it be? Could be tense. This has got to be an S, I think, at the end. So where do we want to put this N? Probably here. So we swap the S and the N. Oh, not the case. I'm tempted to swap these two over. See if that gives me any information. But we could also swap the S over here, and that would give us more information, I think. So let's do that. Right, okay. So there's no S in this. This could be sunny going across, which would put the O here. That's worth checking, I think. Oh no, where was this S? This S was here. So let's put that O swap there. Yeah, I think this is going to be sunny, which means we'll get the U there, and that'll be tense. That's good. This has got to be knots, which is buyer. And then what's the... Well, it doesn't really matter which way we swap these around. It's not bad. Okay, then we'll take these into Betweenle, which is Wordle alphabetically. We're looking for one 5-letter word, and when we make a guess, we're told how far through the alphabet we're looking, basically. So if we start with these, buyer's closest to one of the ends of the dictionary, so we'll start with that. Should go to the top, and we're looking for a word that is about 60%, well, about 40% through the whole dictionary, 30% after buyer, and then 60% before the end, basically. So we can probably put tense and sunny in at the bottom end, and then nuts is probably quite close. So let's do it that way. I just use all of these to make it a little bit harder, give you a few fewer guesses. So knots is probably going to be quite close. It's probably still going to be after the word that we're looking for. 3.4. So let's go like juicy, just to see if it's a J word. It's quite likely a J word. Let's try jaunt. Oh, it could be an I then. Igloo. Okay. Irate. Let's try. It's going to be really close. Okay. What have we got here? Irons. It's not going to be... I don't think it could be a word that ends in S. Like plurals or... I don't think it can be a J-A. So I can't think of any words that are starting these kind of letters now. You something? You. Let's try items. See if we're we're really close with items. So it's probably an IT. I can't think of any words that are like this though. So what about after E? If something? It's gonna be a weird word today, isn't it? Ito. It's not an atoll as well. It's an atoll. Really, what can this word be? It's going to be something obvious. But I really can't see it. ITU? ITR? I might even have to look up some words here. Itsy. Ittle. It's not a real word. No, okay, we're going to cheat. I don't want to spend too long on these, so I don't mind cheating. 5-letter words. Starting. IT. If it's any of these, then I'm not too fussed. Ither. That can't be it. I don't believe that's going to be it. Let's see what this website's got. No, it's got to be after items. Maybe it's not IT then. It's just starting I, and we'll see what we've got. To what Merriam-Webster has for us. could try irons. No, we're on items, so it's got to be ivory, maybe? I don't feel too bad not finding that one. Yeah, look, there's loads here that shouldn't... Like, what are any of these words? I don't mind not having found any of these words. Ivory's the only one that I think it could potentially be, and I wouldn't mind. Yeah, okay. I wasn't going to find that. That's fine. Right, and then we'll take that into Wordle as our starting guess for today. I don't think we played yesterday, so we probably lost our streak as well. Yeah. Right, ivory. Not, wow. I was going to say, not a great starting word with the V and the Y, but V in the correct space is very lucky. What can you have before a V? Advent? No. Are there any consonants that can come before the V? I don't think so. EV, CV, no. Don't think so. It says either AV or EV. We could go for event. Oh, nice. That V was very, very lucky placement there. Okay, travel. Trying to go from France to Greece, crossing the fewest borders. So it's going to be easier to go through Italy, probably. And then we need Slovenia. And then Croatia. And then, can we go straight to Albania? Oh, we need one more. And it's, I always get this one wrong. Is it Bosnia next? Is they're like North Macedonia or something? I think Bosnia's smaller. Maybe Serbia will get us there. Oh, well, I can see Kosovo's outlined there. So we can do that route. Okay, Bosnian. Oh, Bosnia wouldn't be needed. Montenegro was the one that we're looking for. There's the quickest route. Let's just double check that. Shortest route is Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria, Greece. Really? Wait, what? Oh, Switzerland, Austria, Hungary, Romania, Bulgaria. Okay. And one, so that will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you can do 5 either way. Not bad. Right, connections. 4 groups of 4 out of this. EGADS is a very weird word. I don't even know what that means. EGADS scramble, artist name, salad year, yoga character, medium dial, image stew, Monty or Mont, reputation, hash and title. Oh, wow. What's EGADS going to be? Don't know what that means. Trying to see if it's like an anagram for anything, but medium dial. Gonna say, have you got things you can do with potatoes? With like those? Maybe. Title, image, character, image, reputation, and title maybe. Artist could come under this, name could come under this. There's a bit too, yeah, there's too many to go for that right now. What's Monty gonna be, or Mont? Could you do title, artist, year, and medium for like song information, or like painting information? Yeah, I think we're gonna go for that. Info on museum placard. Right, so that leaves in that category that we're looking for that kind of setup, which could work. Let's try that. Public standing, okay. So we've still got salad, stew, and hash. And scramble? Can you scramble potatoes? I don't think you can. But I don't know what the other stuff is. This is kind of stuff you can do with food. Food-related jumbles. Okay. So whatever this last category is, what isn't... I don't know what Egads and Monty... Oh, okay, right. Monet. Who? Don't know. Dali. I'm not getting any of these. I don't mind not being able to get Egads then. It is actually a word though. Scramble artist name. Let's see. Yoga. Oh no, sorry. Goya and Degas. Oh yeah. Degas. I don't know my paintings well enough. Painters even. Spanish painter. I've seen this painting before. Well, I'm not surprised I didn't get some of those. Although, actually, we did alright with the the guesses on connections today. Right, on to word salad. This is a word search based on clues. So this theme, music ensemble. And you can go in any direction with your word as you draw it out, including crossing over itself. You can't visit the same tile twice though. And we're looking for 5 answers that match this, and these are in alphabetical order. So I've already seen, I think we'll have an orchestra. So we need 2 answers that are alphabetically before orchestra and 2 that are after. Probably got a quartet here. Oh, come on. There we go. We've got a band. And the 5 and the 4 overlap themselves quite a lot. So we've got choir and trio. That was quite a good one today. Strands is very similar, but you can't cross over yourself or other answers on the board. So we're looking for 8 words, one of which is the spangram, which is another summary category word or phrase that will summarize the other 7 words. So extremely online is the theme that we're looking for. Extremely online. Follow. So we're looking for like subscribe or post. It's just going to be terms to do with social media by the looks of it, which is probably our spangram. Social media. There we go. So we've got tweet, which technically isn't a thing anymore, but porter, that's not going to be it. Report. Okay. Share. Like. Oh, helps if I get the right way around. And comment. That was a good one today. So that just leaves the mini. Just a normal mini crossword. Alternative to saran wrap. Boil, maybe? Get on the nerves of. Annoy. Depart. Leave. Hurry divisions. Bollards, no. Rails, maybe. Winter holiday gift that's hard to wrap. Winter holiday gift that's hard to wrap. Okay. Niagara attraction, whose last letter can be removed. Can be moved to the end of 7 across to spell 2 timely words. So we want to go for Niagara Falls. Oh, fall leaves. Yeah, okay. Winter holiday gift that's hard to wrap. Don't know. Basketball star who co-hosts the... Oh wait, so this is going to be something different. Harry division. Lights, maybe? Lane? Lanes. Probably lanes. So this is probably O'Neill. Silly as all get out. Inane. Give a heart in a text thread. Loves. What's this going to be? Slades? Slay? That's got to be an S. So I think we've got a couple of letters wrong here. Let's check. Oh, it's just the S wrong. Give a heart in a text thread. Winter holiday gift that's hard to wrap. I mean, we might just guess letters in a minute. Sled. Loved. There we go. Not bad. Right, onto the Godot part of it then. Let's just do a little stream mark. So that's the end of those. Right, what are we going to try and do today then? So I guess what we're looking at, maybe we can start looking at the the unit move options is a possibility. One of the things I wanted to do was, if we open our script folder in VS Code as well, we can use this as like a side-by-side, which might be a bit easier to do, because then we can see all of our code as well at the same time. One of the issues I think that I'm not used to having is just having one screen for, well, one window for code. I find that can be quite tricky. So if we pop this out and we put it this side, and we have this next to it, we can edit our code here, because I think Godot will prefer it if we're editing the code with it. But we can do, actually let's swap them over. Let's do this. We can leave that full screened, and we'll put our script on this side. Right, so what have we got set up at the moment? When we go through our menu, we're starting on the main menu. We've got a scene manager that controls which screens to go to. And that all seems fine. So the main menu takes us into lobby. So request lobby. Let's just add a little bit of space at the moment. Okay, main menu, request lobby, go into lobby. This has a map size selection and a grid container. Add some pre-fills and gets the game reset, just in case it hasn't already. Adds the unit buttons based on how many units we've got. And then we go to place units. So we tie into those, that's fine. I just find it so much easier to navigate through scripts on this on VS Code than it is in the inbuilt editor. Okay, that's fine. And then how do we start the game? Why is that not on here? Oh, because we had this as well, setup GUI. And this has the start game, right. Unit type drop down. Game state connect. So there's a few things we could do here. So let's add, oh wait, no. We should be editing in this screen, so we'll come back to that. But what we could do here in our setup is similar to our place units scene, which is, where are we? Scenes, place units. Where we have this, no, sorry, similar to the lobby scene, we have a load of buttons that populate here based on all the different units. Now the place units could have a similar setup. Rather than a drop down, you place buttons here which show how many units you have left to place. I think that would be good to do. And we could have it that we have a dictionary populated on the lobby screen that is in our, I guess that would be on our game manager, unit manager, probably in the unit manager. Yeah, I think that's what we should do. So let's put our script back in here. So is this unit manager? What is this attached to? Is this just running all the time? Let's just double check what's in our globals. I need to refresh what everything's like, where everything is in my head. Okay, we're not globally calling the unit manager, so what actually calls it? There's a unit manager scene. Can I see where this is? Being called? I don't think so. It's got to be in the game scene. We have the unit manager. Is it in place? It is in place units. Is it in lobby? It's not in lobby. So we could maybe attach it to lobby. Like, what's our lobby script doing? I'm not sure. I keep on going forward and back between using this add-on and not. I don't know if I like using it. There's like a script asset that I'm using here. Just thinking plugins. Let's turn it off. I think I prefer it without, so I can see all the scripts open easier. So we open the lobby script. Let's see. Draft unit UI, which is our pack scene resource. Which is this, right? Draft unit UI. this script is doing what? Let's close some of these other scripts so we just get a better understanding of where we were up to. So our lobby, when it generates the lobby scene, it looks for all the units in the ref file, which is these units at the moment. And then for each unit, it creates an instance of this scene where the text of the scene is the unit. And we're adding the child to our lobby scene. Now then, on click, we're calling game state draft unit of the unit. Otherwise we dismiss. So really we want to go into game state. And this is adding the unit registry. So what I almost want to do here is add a bar drafted units as a dictionary. No, we don't need that. We have a unit registry, don't we? And we're populating it. Okay. So let's undo all of those. So it doesn't think we've got something to update. Okay. So when we go into our place units, oh, I suppose technically it's the setup. I mean, it might make sense for all this setup GUI stuff to be actually in place units, but we'll leave it here for the moment. So rather than this unit type drop down, which is this drop down here, what we want to do is the same thing as we do in lobby, which is this panel container. So can we copy this? Can we just like Control C? And then Control V here. We can, okay. So we put this directly in the V box. No, in the V box. The top of the V box. And then also have this expanding if it can. Container sizing, fill, vertical. Expand, yeah. So it can fill up this space at the top. How have we got it set up here? I'll just test it and see what happens. So what we want to do, so we hide this here. Let's go into the script UI. We want to mimic what we're doing in the lobby. This thing. So it's not going to be a draft UI, it's going to be a select unit. So our grid container we can also get a version of, that's fine. That's this. So that's going to stop complaining, that's fine. So we want a button that just does this. Which should be quite easy to do. So it's going to be similar to our other button. Which we'll just duplicate that. Can we do that? No, don't want to do that. Select unit button. Might need a UI folder in here. So select unit button. Which again we're going to do like this. We need to name these properly. And actually the export should be at the top, I think. Select unit UI. Here, you are going to need select unit button there. And this script is not the draft unit button script. We need a new script for this. So if we select this, we detach that script. And we add a new script, which is our select unit button script. That can go here, that's fine. Yeah. So this is going to be very similar code though. So we could probably, there'll probably be a way of doing this that we can reuse code. So var drafted count, we don't really care about that. All we want to do is we want to omit this with the index. Rather than the index, we want the name. So if it's left button, we select. If it's right button, we don't care about it. We don't need that. And we don't need that. And now instead of index, oh, we don't need this. We're not using that. Oh, wait. We kind of do. This needs to be like remaining count. And actually, let's get that label thing back. this is going to be remaining count. Remaining. So function ready. What we need to do is we're going to go to game state, get our unit registry, find key of type name. Now, how do we know the name from here? It's our text. It is our text, isn't it? Find key text. And then, what do we want? We want, from that, we want allowed, I think it is. Let's check. Game states, unit registry, unit name, allowed like this. Well, actually, we don't even need to print it. We need to say this. Label text equals this. And then also what we need to do, so we're not going to do these anymore. This will be the name of the unit. So that's when we start. So then we need to look at our event bus as well. Where's our event bus? So when a unit's placed, we need to hook into that. So event bus dot unit placed dot connect. So this needs to be a function here to update the text. Function update text. We'll just pass for the moment. And also event bus dot unit removed dot connect. Yes or no? So get row, column, and type out of this. We can discard the row and column. And we do if type how are we emitting type? Let's have a look. Unit placed. Oh, is unit removed the same or is it different? Just unit position. Okay, so these signals need a little bit of thoughts. As well, which I think they come from map. So if we search for this, finding files. Finding all files? How do I do that? Are we not using this? Right, let's open map, see what happens. So, draw map. No, it's now in the unit manager, isn't it? That's why I need to spend more time doing this. Forget everything after like a week. Handle spawn units. Because there's so many bits here that are part done. Thought we left the code in a good position, but there's still loads of bits. So unit position, global position, add units. So what triggers this? Place units. So in our place units, we wait for an input event. If it's a mouse button, and if it's a left click, we ask map for the cell coords of the click. And if it's within the map boundaries, we handle the click. Yeah, this is still really messy code. It's less messy than it was before last stream, but there's still a lot of mess to it. So, handle unit placed. Game state handle unit placed. What's connected to update? Game state update? What's that? Let's see what update's connected to. Not the plugin code, don't care about that. Handle game update. Okay, so that updates the number of units remaining. So, okay, this is going to be the cheap way of doing it, is we do this game state dot handle game update. And what we do is we say, we just update all the labels. There's only like 6. Yeah, there's not going to be loads of buttons, so that's not too bad. So let's do var, well, we do remaining counts equals this minus placed. And I wonder, do we need to access this each time? Unit registry info or data. Equals that. Can we do that? Don't know if this is going to work. But let's print unit registry data here. Maybe we see what happens. So this is in our setup UI. We're not going to call this yet, are we? So we need to call this. Maybe we just see what happens at the moment. We'll get an idea of where it's getting up to at the moment, because what I'm hoping is going to happen is we just have buttons for the ones that are drafted. Okay, errors. Allowed of type nil. Invalid access to property or key on a base object of type nil. Oh, wait, firstly, we only want to do this for ones that do exist, which is why this would not work. Okay. So if units if game states dot unit registry find key units, then do this. Allowed greater than 0. Maybe. Let's try that. Let's do a print of this. See what actually comes out here. And we'll rerun that and see what happens. So that's all okay. Where's my output? Oh, we didn't even get to the output. Right, okay. Invalid access to property or key allowed on a base object of type nil. So what's units? Units is infantry. So if we look at game state, unit registry, infantry, allowed. Do I have to stringify this? We do like that. I don't think it should have to, right? So how are we doing it in lobby? No, where are we doing this? Draft unit text, draft account. Draft account equals draft unit. Yeah, we're not accessing here, are we? I mean, maybe that's the easiest way to do it. We just do like a func. Yeah, remaining units. Get remaining unit count. I know it's quite a long name, but that's fine. The unit name as string, and we're going to return the int. This is probably going to be just tidier. The unit registry, unit name, allowed. We just want to return that minus, there we go. Unit registry, unit name, placed. So now, instead of all of this, we just do game state, get remaining unit count of text. And then here, exactly the same. Don't care about any of this stuff. I mean, technically we don't care about any of these. So we do this to get rid of the warnings, apparently. Let's try that, see what happens with that. Okay, still not. Oh, because that's... Create draft unit buttons. Oh, because this one's still, yeah. So this is going to do the same thing. But instead of text, this is units. probably get rid of that, but that should be okay. So we just do 2301. Right. Well, we got the 3. We're making some progress. Invalid access to property or key handle game update. Because that's probably not what we're looking for now, is it? Game state. I bet it's just update, isn't it? Yeah, it's just update. And this is just doing update text, so let's just call update text. Update text. That'll be easier. What if I don't specify any of this? That's fine. It should just throw away the inputs. That's okay. Because we're only piggybacking on this signal. We don't care what's actually in the context. Actually, this signal doesn't have... Yeah, that doesn't even have variables. That's fine. Okay, let's see what happens now. Okay. That's what we wanted to see. There's no bush button. We've got an infantry and a mushroom one. So we click on mushroom and place one. Okay, that's not working, but at least that's updating. That's fine. Okay, we're getting there with that though. So we weren't emitting this properly. Why is that not being emitted? What happens if we click this? Do we get all of that? 13.4. 13.3. So what is looking for unit selected? Let's find that now. So this one, menu, place units. Oh, it's looking for unit index though. And we're emitting text, which is not what we want. So I think what I want to do is look for where we're doing the find keys for units. Is there anywhere we're finding here? This one. So we want to do the opposite way around with this. which is maybe just got text, maybe? No. Can we do like this? Maybe. Let's see, print ref start units text. See what that prints out. That's 0 and that's 1. Perfect. So now it's, yeah, now it's selecting the right thing. Awesome. That's way better. And then the units are all in the right place. Right, there's a load of stuff that needs tidying up there though. I think. Let's save that. Refs is fine. That can close. Set up GUI. Get rid of that print. The rest I think is okay. We do want to get rid of this unit container now, because we don't need that drop down to select our code anymore. Which also means we can get rid of this option button. Which means also we don't care about filling the unit drop down anymore. That can go. Which means this goes. God, I love deleting code. Number of units, unit button, that's fine. Get rid of the pass. We are doing stuff. On button, button down. That goes through. On unit type selection omitted, that doesn't exist anymore. Okay, I think that's all fine. This is still fine. We'll close that. That's all. I don't think unit place is being used anymore, is it? So let's get rid of that. Is unit selected being used? Yes. Is unit removed being used? Yes. Okay, we'll save that. Game state, we haven't changed for a while. Lobby, did we change anything in lobby? That's for maps, that's fine. Okay, let's just double check that I didn't break anything by deleting stuff I shouldn't have removed, but I think we're okay there. So now we have the right buttons. Obviously we want to put icons on these and stuff like that. And that seems to work fine. If we remove an infantry, we get remaining 1 there, that's good. Units remaining, saying that, good. If we remove that one, that's fine. And now we have no option to place other types of units anyway, so that's all good. And they're in the right positions and we can still move them around. That's perfect. Right. That's good point for that. Let's do a stream marker here. Where are we? Cool. So, next thing to do, I guess, is what happens when we click on a unit in the game scene. So we can close all of this stuff now. So in our game scene, we want this, show tiles in range. So what I want to happen is this range to be called based on what unit is in this click cell. So how is that going to work? Show tiles in range, selected unit. So we know what the unit is selected. And let's just prove that briefly by saying print unit selected. Right, is that definitely working? Okay, so in here, if we click on a unit, let's do like show tiles, unit selected. Got too many things. No? Oh, it's giving me the button. Right, okay. So that's not what we want to see, actually. Now, what is this unit? Of type unit. This still has all three on it. Something I wanted to avoid. I want to change these. Okay, yeah, so what we need to do is change it so that each unit, rather than calling this mushroom, for example, which I think is what it's doing. Oh, what's happening with Restream? One second. Chat's just completely disconnected. I don't think it really matters, but it's got a warning coming up. Still streaming, right? They both look good. Yeah. 0 out of 2, 1 out of 2. Let's just do a quick test. Has that gone to both? That's gone to Twitch. And on YouTube. Good. Cool. Crisis averted. Right. So yeah, we probably need to have a look at this unit creation stuff, which we need to do by when we spawn a unit. We're doing this at the moment, which figures out which unit to spawn from this array of scenes. And instead what it should be doing, why has that got instead what it should be doing is it should be using, they should all be using this scene, and they should just be populating the sprite data. So then rather than having to have a scene for each type of unit, we just have the sprite data for each unit, and all of the units operate the same way. So let's maybe try and have a look at that. But before we do that, I'm going to do a quick screen break, which we can do. Let's do 3 minute. Be right back. Just a quick stretch, get a new drink, and just a little bit of a reset. So back in a few minutes. Right, we're back. Let's get rid of the vaccine. Okay, how is this going to work then? What we want to do is we want to instance this. Hey Rinks, how's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week. Finally got back to doing a bit of Godot. So rather than doing this, add child unit, handle spawn unit. So in the game, no, on the unit manager, we have got infantry 1, 2, and 3. And then what are these? Wait, what's going on? Why are they? Those are those. I was, oh, sorry. Muted all around. I was saying, hope you've had a good week. How you doing? What's happening to the music as well? Oh, it was just a quiet end to that song, that's all. So if we reset this, let's have a quick look. Go into here, select these, and in our remote, in our unit manager, okay, so it has generated them. Right. And it's done the naming correctly. That's good. It doesn't use these yet. That's what I need to do. So what I want to do is a pack scene, not an array. And this is the unit, the default unit or template unit. And then in here, no, in our unit manager, we want our template unit scene to be just the unit scene, this one. And then we can see what's happening with this. So if we do this instead, the template unit instantiate, and then we can say like unit can we get child? How does get child work? Let's have a look. Fetches a child node by its index. Each child node has fetch by node path, get node. Maybe that's better. Get node sword, get node. I want to get node by type. So let's go to the docs and we'll have a look. So, Godot 4 get node by type, finding child node by type. Maybe let's have a look. Find child, maybe. Finds the first, then descendant of this node whose name matches pattern, returning null. This method can be very slow. Consider storing a reference to the found node. Alternatively, get node with unique names. I don't want it by order. Get fetch the node. The node path can either be a relative path or absolute path. Where is... Feels like both of those are not the right method though. I just want to get the child by type. And preferably Godot 4, which is why I don't want to use this link, but... Let's have a quick look on Reddit and see what they say. No. Can you not do this? So what, do you just iterate through the types and find... It seems weird that you can't just like pick out the node you want. Okay, well in that case then, what we do is we give this unique name. Oh, that disables it, okay. What's this called? Animated Sprite 2D. Let's just call this sprite. We'll give it a unique name. And then if we look in the unit, get rid of this. In our unit code, how do I get them? How do I get the unique name? Get node then? How do you work with sprite frames? That's the big question. So we had it already here, trying to load sprite frames manually in script. So this is kind of what we want to do. And what can we load these as? Maybe let's try that and see what happens. And let's not hide them for a minute. Let's see. Are they all going to be a type infantry? That's the first question. Great, I can't see them. Let's put the position. What can I set this to? Vector 2. Let's do like 300, 300. Let's see what that does. Okay. Kind of, but not quite. So if we go onto this, let's just load this for the moment. How do we do autoplay on load? We don't want this. Where were we? Here. So we need... We need something with Godot 4, autoplay on load, script. No one's answered that. Okay, 3 years ago. Let's see if something comes up. So we say, if we go into the unit, where's our unit script? Down here. Oh, can we try it through this? That would be good actually. So let's do a constant here after our state. So constant path to sprite frames equals res assets and then this set sprite should be unit name of type string. And then this is going to say load path to sprite frames. I'm assuming this is a we can just do this string path. Oh wait, unit name dot tres. And an extra close bracket. So now can we call unit.setSprite from unit manager? Do unit.setSprite. Does it let us do that? Probably not. Actually. But let's give it a try. Oh, we need this to be lowercase though. To lowercase. What's our string manipulation options here? String methods. Is it too low? Is that gonna... That looks alright.